Hello, everyone. I'm Jorge Muñoz. I'm the Vice President for Business and Marketing at Unmanned. But I'm here today to talk to you about the concept that inspires our technology. Thanks to this concept, we have built our platform. And in a later stage, I'm going to explain you how our platform is working. Right? So the concept that I'm going to talk to you today about is the road to the autonomous everything. And you might be asking yourself, what is it? What is the autonomous everything? So the concept, our platform basically is based on this idea. Our CEO believes that the autonomous everything will be that moment when society reach progress thanks to the development, deployment, and adoption of autonomous systems. Basically, us living together with autonomous robotics all around. And of course, this have an impact in different areas of our life, including social, environmental, and economical. If we talked about the the social impact here, well, having autonomous systems definitely will increase safety at work, will make our life simple and more efficient, and definitely will create new jobs and better paid jobs, in fact. If we talk about the environmental impact, well, these autonomous solutions can also monitor and reduce carbon footprint, can definitely do a greater energy efficiency, and this concept is supporting the goals of the Paris Agreement on environmental and carbon reduction. Third, the economical impact that this will have. Definitely new revenue streams. We're going to increase efficiency. We're going to reduce cost on people. Then the question is, are we really on the road to the autonomous everything? And then here I'm going to present you some numbers. If you go to our website, also you can see some of this data. So by 2026, we're expecting a combined market of drones, ground vehicles, and underwater robots to reach around $40 billion US dollars in here. As it stands today, let's say on enterprise, only 5% of the robotic operations have some sort of autonomy embedded. By 2026, 90%. According to Gartner, 90% of each of these robots will have some sort of automation embedded, including, of course, AI. If we talk only about the market of AMRs, we're talking about a market that is reaching by 2026 $45 billion. Of course, this market is segregated in three chunks: services, robots, and software. We at Unmanned we have identified the first areas that will be adopting these end-to-end autonomous solutions. Public safety, defense today is a big topic. It will adopt it for sure. Then we have the public safety, emergency response, search and rescue. We have logistics, right? Agriculture also is a perfect, let's say, market for it. Utility maintenance, and last but not least, where we see, and the first area that is already taking this step to the end-to-end autonomous solutions is the manufacturing areas. Then Gartner has prepared this roadmap. And it's very interesting because it shows you what is how the market will evolve within today. So now we'll be here in the middle until 8 years. And it's divided in three chunks, right? The first one is autonomous use cases. So what are we expecting now and what we're expecting in 8 years? We will see that as it stands today, we don't have any end-to-end, full, robust, and mature autonomous use cases. And the first one that we see in here will be the warehouse robots. And that's why I said the manufacturing will be the first area that will adopt the end-to-end solution. By the 8 years, of course, I don't want to name each of them, but you can tell that by 8 years, we are already expecting drone taxis, autonomous taxis driving people around. Why we don't have anything now, any autonomous solutions? Because of the enabling technology. It's getting to a readiness today, and thanks to this technology, these use cases will be enabled. So today, as we are here today, we see that computer vision, indoor localization, Wi-Fi 6E, embedded AI, and HD mapping are technologies that have reached already a maturity and will enable, within 1 to 3 years, these autonomous use cases. If we go to the supporting systems, because of course, this technology needs a system, and it's here we at Unmanned we are playing a key role. right? So today we have SLAN, that is localization and mapping. It has reached already a certain maturity, and we're working in this area. Robots and drone fleet management, of course, embedded 5G in the whole applications. We do the standard autonomous operational systems, and for sure, within 6 to 8 years, we want to have what we want to achieve with our robotic platform, which is the swarming of different type of robots working together. It doesn't mean that we're not doing it today. We're doing it, but this means that within 6 to 8 years, we'll reach already the maturity level. So at Unmanned Life, we have identified a couple of challenges, right, to arrive to the autonomous everything. It's divided in two. Let's say that the first one are more on the social side things, and the second one is, or the second layer, is more on the technology. Definitely, social acceptance. Are you guys willing to walk around with drones flying around you? Not yet, because it's not mature enough. But in the future, you're going to be comfortable with it. Regulations is a big challenge, but regulators are today talking to us to enable this autonomous future. Ethics, safety, and cost. Today, as every technology, new technology, is higher in cost, but when it reaches maturity, it will reduce, and then we're going to have a larger market in here. On the technical side of things, cybersecurity is key. We're talking about autonomous drones, autonomous robots, intelligent robots. So they have to be secured by cybersecurity, basically. Network infrastructure. We need strong and connectivity, because these robots are connected to the cloud or to edge computing. So 5G is key here, and 5G is rolling out. It's not public, like already full rollout then. Hardware robustness, we're working on it too. But the challenge that our platform at Unmanned Life is facing on is in the fragmentation of robotics. I'm going to explain you a little bit what is it, right? Each of these devices, robotic arm, a ground vehicle, a drone, has an operating system. Basically, it's a language. Each of them speak a different language. They cannot communicate to each other. So this is creating this problem. And it's creating a problem of efficiency. Right? If you are a manufacturer and you have 3 types of different robots and you want them to work together in the same space, they can simply not, because they're going to be crashing, right? There is another level of complexity that is on the interface. Imagine that you have 10 different robots. You will need 10 different interfaces to manage all of them together. And that's why we at Unmanned Life, we have developed this solution. It's a system of system solution approach. So it's one platform to control, deploy, and orchestrate autonomous robotics at scale. How does it work? Basically, this is the architecture, the simple version of the architecture. So if we start from left to right, we can integrate with any type of robots. We are a hardware-agnostic software, right? Indoors, outdoor drones, mobile vehicles, robotic arms, legged robots that we're seeing everywhere now, are third-party fleet management systems. Even human beings can be integrated to the platform wearing an IoT endpoint. For us, connectivity is key, because it's the only way that we can control fleets of drones. So we are, of course, now fully compatible with 5G, but we can do operations on 4G, industrial Wi-Fi, and so on. So we are interoperable across networks. Through the connectivity, we connect all of these robots to our central platform, right? The CCP is Control and Command Platform. This platform has 4 capabilities, key ones. The first one, device and swarm management. We are fully controlling the robots, and we are creating fleets of autonomous robotics. The difference of our approach to other approach is that the intelligence is not embedded on the robot, but the intelligence is in a cloud or in a software, in edge computing or in a premises. And from one management interface, you're able to control fleets, different type of fleets of robots. We also do the data management, very important. All of these robots have many sensors, right? We can integrate with these sensors and with external sensors and send that data back and receive data. So we can integrate with business information systems. If we're talking about drones, very important to have a full integration with unmanned traffic management systems or any sort of sensor solution. A camera, a lidar, a radar, a thermal camera. So we're getting data from them, and we're sending data back. The third, mission management. So we tell the robot what to do and what to accomplish. In here, just to give you an example, if we're talking about smart ports, the ports is a perfect environment to have different use cases, all controlled with the same platform and with the same robots. So we can do in a smart port surveillance, inspection, asset tracking management, delivery, and the mission management will allow you to do this. You can also do remote operations. You can launch from here an autonomous operation that can be delivered in Handover, in Hamburg, in Munich, or anywhere in Germany, or outside Germany as well. So based on the device and swarm management, on the data management, and on the mission management, we provide enough data to the robot to become a fully intelligent item, a fully intelligent robot. But our goal as a company is to focus on the orchestration and not on the analytics. We need that these robots are intelligent enough to take decisions. That's why our approach is an open approach to integrate with partners. So in here, we integrate with analytic platforms that will augment the technology and the intelligence of the robot, so the robot can do different types of things. You can imagine with all these capabilities, you can deliver many use cases. Today, we have use cases in smart cities, such as emergency response, search and rescue, surveillance for police, or in the Industry 4.0 sector, on warehousing, hybrid logistics, and so on. What are the key benefits of having such a platform? First of all, you have fully autonomous end-to-end solutions, right? So you don't need a pilot if you're talking about a drone. You don't need any controller if you are controlling basically AMRs and so on. You have scalable operations. It's one-time setup that we offer, and you can scale your operations by adding or taking off basically hardware itself. The hardware will become a commodity. It's like a cell phone. In 3 years, all these customers will be changing the hardware, but what is important is the intelligence that is embedded in the system. We centralize, again, the intelligence, and this is also very important. The intelligence is not on the robot. The intelligence is in a central command platform, right? And of course, we are offering flexible deployment models. We understand that each customer has their own restrictions and their own systems, so we can integrate this platform on their cloud, private cloud, public cloud, on edge computing, on servers. It's depending on the use case. All what I have to tell you is beautiful, sounds great, it's just slides, but this is the reality. These are real use cases that today at Unmanned Life we are deploying. First of all, we're doing surveillance and inspections with autonomous drones. The first one is in Canada with TELUS. TELUS is the telco from Canada. It's one of our biggest investors. We are doing search and rescue in the city of Vienna with the firefighters of the city of Vienna and Magenta Telecom. All of these operations, of course, over 5G. We're doing in Madrid, at the headquarters of Telefónica, drone surveillance. So we have 2 drones doing autonomous surveillance around this building, and it's also being used once a month to do the inspections of the solar panels. So here it shows you the multi-tendency of the platform. You can have different use cases with the same platform. We're also part of a consortium that focuses on the autonomous air mobility of the future. Of course, this is very futuristic, but you will need a platform that can manage all of these drones when we have air taxis and so on, fully autonomous in the sky. And last but not least, in the Middle East, with Etisalat, we're doing cell towers inspections. So we're using drones to do inspections of the towers. And based on the data that these drones are collecting, a digital twin model is recreated of the tower and can be inspected in a later instance. But we're here at Hannover Messe, and we knew that this was important, also the use cases that we're doing for industries. Last week, we were at Bristol Port in the UK. It was our very first use case for smart ports. In here also, there was 2 use cases. The first one, surveillance. As you can tell, this will be the first one that everyone will adopt, because it's the easiest. So drones doing surveillance, but also asset tracking the containers. With Telefónica, and Telefónica Germany, and in here, and precisely with Wire, our partners, we have an inventory management solutions with autonomous drones. If you ever happen to be around Munich, you can always go and visit the lab of Wire, and you will see our solution is live there. And last but not least, with SEAT, that is part of the Volkswagen Group, and Telefonica, we have an amazing solution where we're combining drones and ground vehicles to do the delivery of component parts. This will be live in August this year. So we are currently working on it. That's why there is not much information on this. In here, we're leveraging the full power of the platforms, since there are two different operating systems. It's a DJI drone and a ground vehicle. We're also showing the power of the platform of handshaking between connectivities, 5G, 4G, and industrial Wi-Fi. We offer also a flexible deployment model on the collection of data, and basically we're doing operations indoors and outdoors. With that being said, I think I'm good on time. Please don't hesitate to go to our website, check that out, or following us on LinkedIn. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the presentation. Are there any questions? Okay, so I have a question. What is the biggest challenge in the moment for you and your company?
The biggest challenge, I have many challenges in the company. I think I showed them, so
you can
all
count
of them.
Everyone.
Sure, one by one. First of all, access to infrastructure, right? Still not a mature market when it comes to the network infrastructure, most likely, right? So this is a challenge that we are overcoming, working together with our partners. Today, we're working with more than 12 telco partners around the world, from Canada to Europe to the Middle East to Asia. So with them, we are figuring out which is the best configuration to have this software embedded on the network, which will be the only way to scale. So definitely that. Well, the maturity of the market is so new still, so everything that is investment and adoption of the solution, everyone thinks that is incredible, but of course, it takes a long time, so it's long as sales cycles. I would say that is the challenge in here. So.
Okay, and why are you at the Hannover Messe today? What are the goals here at the Messe?
All right, so our main goal here is, first of all, and I think I forgot to say that, we are part of the Telefonica stand, which is in Hall 8, and we have a live demonstration with an autonomous drones in there identifying people, basically. Using AI, you're just identifying people. So you're more than welcome to pass by and check it out. So this is one of our main goals, to show the capabilities of the platform live. So we have it here in the stand of our partners in Telefonica. But also, the German market, for us, is key, it's important. We want to go to the industrial use cases, and of course, in every region is focusing on different things. In Canada, we're working on reforestation, oil and gas, basically inspections. In Spain, it's most likely on the surveillance side of things. But we have a product that here in Germany can work perfectly for the industry, manufacturing, car manufacturing, for example. Also for ports. Today I have a very good meeting about ports. So I think the whole goal of being here at Hannover Messe is to finally penetrate the German market and show the full capability of the platform in here. All right?
Hey, so I wish you,
Thank you.
Really good luck here in Germany and at the Hannover Messe with your product. I think it's really cool and really interesting. Thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.